Welcome to the party, pal. You're from the neighborhood Master Chaos, back with you once again. You know, I love the Universal monsters. As a matter of fact, I consider them my favorite type of horror movie, and that's saying a lot, but I love these guys. I've got tons of stuff all over my house, toys, posters, busts, t-shirts, everything. I am a huge Universal Monsters fan. I love all of them. There's not one that I think is lesser. Well, maybe the Phantom, but I love all of them equally. But you know who doesn't like Universal Monsters? Or I should say, has never even seen a Universal Monster movie? Little Master. My 5-year-old son here, he has not seen a Universal Monster movie. He has seen maybe one or two black and white films. Only recently, on Spanguli, we watched a couple black and white films there. But he's never seen the traditional, the old school, the old-fashioned, the classic Universal Monster movies, right? Mm-hmm. So, I got this box. This is the only thing I bought during Prime Day. Did anybody go Prime Day shopping? Let me know in the comments, pal, if you went Prime Day shopping. I wasn't going to buy anything. I was going to save my money for a Black Friday proper, Vinegar Syndrome sale, or Severance sales, or, sales, boutique companies. I wasn't going to buy anything on Prime Day. As a matter of fact, I was trying to actively avoid it until this popped up on my feed on Twitter. Incidentally, follow me on Twitter if you guys want. The link is in the description below. This popped up, wow, huge. This popped up on my feed, and I've been wanting to get this for a while. And it was a great price. It was an amazing price, and I had to snatch it up. Are you ready for this, Little Master?
Okay.
Are you ready for this, pal? Here you go.
What is
The classic Universal Monsters box set.
it? Is?
Look at that. Isn't this beautiful? This is 30 movies. 30 movies. 30 movies of classic black and white Universal Monster goodness. I am so happy to finally have all the traditional classic Universal Monsters in one box set here on Blu-ray.
Oh my god.
Are you excited?
That's crazy.
You have 30 movies to watch, pal.
40?
Yes. Alright, I did a review on the, I think the first release that had like 8 movies, 12 movies. Just had Dracula, Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, just sort of like the standard ones. This box set includes all the spin-off movies as well, like all the Invisible Man movies, all the Creature movies, all the Mummy movies. I'm a big fan of the Mummy sequels, actually. I don't love the first one too much. But this is amazing. First of all, look, feel this box set, buddy. Feel this.
Whoa.
Feel that. Doesn't that feel nice? It's
Yeah.
like a raised...
It's like sticky, but then soft as well.
Yeah, the sticky he's talking about is the embossing here on the classic monsters.
Like, it, just like...
It's rough.
It's hard to explain, but it's rough, but then soft as well, like this.
Yes,
color
well,
soft.
it's... The embossing is what's sticking out here, which is really nice. It makes the box feel textured.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like a cheap box. It's a nice, sturdy box too, from what I could tell. Let's take them out. Let's see what they are. They come like this, packaged by franchise. So let's take them out. Let's look at them. Let's start with the first one here, Dracula. Can you show them? That's Dracula, and obviously the old cover. This one includes all of them, right? Dracula, Dracula's daughter, the son of Dracula, House of Frankenstein, House of Dracula. Well, House of Frankenstein is on this. That's interesting. I love that movie. House of Dracula, I don't love that much. And Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein is on this. That's cool. Why isn't that on the Frankenstein disc? Oh, wow, that's weird. Tons of bonus features. Something called Abbott and Costello Meet the Monsters. 3 feature commentaries, production, photography, and the Spanish version of Dracula. I don't know why they didn't include that separately here as one of the films. But so it has the Spanish version as well, which is really good. So, Little Master, check this out. We're going to be watching these. These are the classic. Oh, it's a little loose, too. Yeesh. Okay, make sure about that. Oh, it's... So the films are packaged like so. Looking really nice. And, yeah, there you go. Like 1 or 2 movies a disc. This is great. I can't wait. Blu-ray quality on these movies. Oh, so excited. So, Dracula. Okay, you're going to have to tell me which one you're more excited to watch when we're done here. Let me put this aside here.
I never seen the creature, but I'm kind of interested in the creature. Because, like, I've never seen it.
Right.
But then, like, I'm like, well, it's called the Black Lagoon, so I don't know what that means.
Well, you'll find out when you watch the movie. That's where he lives.
Yeah, it's a Black River. That's all I know.
Exactly.
He lives in Black River.
Frankenstein, the complete legacy collection here. Of course, here's Frankie.
Yeah.
You like Frankie, right? Yeah. This one includes Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, Son of Frankenstein, The Ghost of Frankenstein, Frankenstein meets the Wolfman, House of Frankenstein, House of Dracula, and Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein. So we get some repeated movies in here. So I don't know if that counts toward all 30, because it says 30, but I can't imagine that they count all the ones that they repeated too. That's a little odd.
It might be each
disc, yeah.
Has 40, or like each all of the discs together have 40.
I think I know what you're talking about. Anyway, let's take a look at. Oh, none of loose in here. They come like this. Looks really beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that pretty?
Oh yeah,
so pretty. Oh, nice and clean. Just the title over black. I'm great. I'm excited to watch this one. Little Master just reminded me we have seen Son of Dracula, so I take it back. He has seen a Universal monster movie. He's seen the only time where Lon Chaney Jr. played Dracula, technically.
Only one Dracula.
Only one. So he's only seen one Universal movie with Svengoolie. Next is The Mummy. We're going to take a look at The Mummy. You interested in The Mummy at all?
Yeah.
The Mummy the first one isn't great, but the other ones are really, really good. This has The Mummy. Mummy's Hand I really love. The Mummy's Tomb is really good. The Mummy's Ghost, The Mummy's Curse, and Abbott and Costello meet the Mummy, which is awesome, which I actually don't think, I have seen that one. I've seen that one. Seen them all. What the hell am I talking about? Okay, we got a lot of special features here, documentaries, and commentaries, 2 feature commentaries, which I assume will be on the first movie. You know what The Mummy's about?
No.
Would you guess what it's about?
Beautiful. Mummy attacking people.
Mummy attacking people, yeah, that's exactly right.
I'm scared.
Next, my favorite monster is the Wolfman here. I love the Wolfman. What do you think about the Wolfman?
He's good.
He's good, yeah. Wolfman is great. Here is the collection of this. The first Wolfman is a beautiful movie. Just excellent. Oh, excellent, excellent. So this set includes Wolfman, Frankenstein meets the Wolfman again, House of Frankenstein and House of Dracula again, Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein, Werewolf of London, and She-Wolf of London. Okay, great. I love those. Werewolf of London and She-Wolf of London. That's awesome.
Werewolf of London?
Takes place in London,
oh,
yeah. and it's about a werewolf. Again, tons of featurettes here, documentaries, commentaries, things like that. Awesome. I love this.
I'm scared.
I love the Wolfman. You're scared of the Wolfman?
No, I'm just like scared of the next movie and the next movie and the next movies.
Okay.
Like I don't know what it is.
What do you think the next movie will be?
The Invisible Man.
Damn it, he looked at the cover. It is The Invisible Man, and he's just learning to read, and I think he just recognizes the character, probably. Yeah. Okay, The Invisible Man has a lot of sequels here. And this one brings Invisible Man Returns, The Invisible Woman, The Invisible Agent, which is cool, it's like a spy movie, The Invisible Man's Revenge, which I don't think I've ever seen, and Abbott and Costello meet the Invisible Man. That's a great set. That's a lot of movies.
Yeah.
We have a lot of watching to do, man.
It's like 100, not 100. You know what like means? It's like 100.
It's like 100.
It's like close to 99.
Close to 99, so 30-ish.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got some documentaries, feature commentaries, production photographs, theatrical trailers, all that good stuff on this disc. The interior looks like this as well. Looks nice and clean, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Okay. I'm gonna guess the next movie is The Creature because I don't know what it is.
The Creature is true. This is actually the thinnest too, because it only has 3 movies. It's the thinnest of the box sets.
Look, it just looks like he's in the water. It's cool.
Creature from the Black Lagoon set includes Creature from the Black Lagoon, Revenge of the Creature, and Creature Walks Among Us. The sequels were really great. I'm actually a big fan of these sequels. And again, they have the 3D version of the Creature And Revenge of the Creature. Does it come in glasses? It doesn't come with glasses, so I assume I'll need a 3D player and a 3D TV and all that gobbledygook. So unfortunately, I don't think we can check it out. But they have it on here if you ever want to do it in 3D. I have seen it in 3D at the movies.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That was cool.
I've never seen Jaws in 3D, but I want to see it because it just like pops out.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, ah!
Yes, the creature pops out as well. But unfortunately, we'll need a whole 3D setup for all that. Creature from Black Lagoon.
We can't do it. Well, maybe I just still want to check that out. Because maybe if we still don't have 3D glasses, remember when we were watching Bait on Amazon?
Yeah.
It was still 3D when we didn't have the glasses.
Oh yeah,
so I still want
Bait.
to check it out.
Bait was a good movie. All right, what do you think the last monster is?
I don't know. I have no idea.
We've lost track.
I looked at him, but I was like,
you don't know what that is?
What the heck is that face?
Okay, well, let's find out what that face is. It is the Phantom of the Opera.
Oh.
The Phantom of the Opera gets his own disc set. That's awesome. And it's only one movie. It's only one movie. They don't include any other versions, from what I can tell. It has the documentary, production photography, and feature commentary. It is only one movie, the original Universal Classic.
Oh, it's in color.
Yeah, it's kind of fitting that the only color film on the set here is technically the last disc, or at least the last disc that we pulled out. Now, this is kind of a love story. Not really a scary movie, but like a love story movie.
What does him do? What does he do?
What does him do? The Phantom is in love with a singer, an opera singer, and he decides to kidnap her and hide her in his basement in the sewers under the opera house. That's kind of the storyline for Phantom of the Opera. What do you think about that?
Sounds creepy.
Yeah, it's a creepy one, and he's got like a really creepy face under there too.
Yeah, I was like, what the heck is that face?
That's why he wears a mask. Yes. Okay, so let's take a look at this. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get out of there. We got seven sets right here of these beautiful films. Now, which one of these would you like to start with? Because the whole point of this is I want to introduce you to the Universal Monster movies. This is where horror started. He's a big horror fan. He loves sharks. You know, he's watching the Friday the 13th movies with me. I should say rewatching because he's seen all of them already, technically. Yeah. He loves all kinds of scary movies, right? You love ghosts. He loves creepy dolls. Dolly Dearest is one of your favorites, right?
Oh, yeah. Like, I don't like dolls, but the only movie I like with dolls is Dolly Dearest.
Oh, and Chucky.
Oh, yeah, and Chucky.
Yeah, we love the Chucky franchise. He's seen all of them, except for the last two. What else have you seen that you like? Oh, you like Annabelle. Not so hot on Annabelle, but he likes them.
Like, the thing I don't like about Annabelle is she barely moves.
She doesn't move. That's right, yeah. Yeah, you've mentioned that on another video. You hate that she doesn't move. So I want you to look through these and tell me what monster you want to begin with, okay? Hold on, let me give you the whole stack. Okay. I want you to look through this. Tell me which ones you want to look through, and I'm going to pick out this book real quick and show them, our pal at home. This is the Universal Monsters book. This, the original House of Horror, this was in the original set that I have. That's like 8 or 12 movies. It's the same book, I'm pretty sure. And it breaks down the movies by, with poster and all the release details and, things like that, talking about the people who made it, the actors, the producers, the makeup, the movie specifically. It's a really informative little book. Lon Chaney Jr. is featured in this. Really informative little book. Nothing new to the set, actually, but it's still good if you didn't get it in the other set. You can grab it in this beautiful box. And yes, I can confirm, sturdy box set here. Really sturdy box set. Really beautiful embossing, and the silver really stands out. Because these are the silver screen classics, right? So they need to look really lovely. Okay, where do you want to start, my friend? The creature We want to start with the creature. Okay, that's, I think, what he wants to kick off his Universal Monster watching. Okay, great. What's your next favorite monster? Let's do that in order of the movies you want to watch. Okay. What would you want to start with next? Okay. Well, I should say not start with, but continue with next. I have who I think he should go with next, but this is going to be his personal journey into monster movies, and so I want him to decide what his path looks like. What are we thinking?
I don't know. I don't know.
Can I suggest something?
Yes.
Okay, I suggest we go... Whoa! That's off the edge there. I suggest the Wolfman. We do Wolfman. The first Wolfman movie is amazing. It's really fun. It's scary. Okay. And it's not boring. Some of the other ones are a little slow, so I can understand how it might be hard for kids to get into it. But Wolfman, what do you think?
How about I choose and then you choose? I choose and then you choose.
Listen, okay, you choose the next one you want to start with.
The monster that... Not him, because he's just invisible.
Those are good movies, but I can see you can leave those towards the end. What do you think? I think these two are good choices. Pick one of these. I would say this is probably more action-packed. Okay, we're going to go with Frankenstein as our third watch. All right? All right, next monster I'm going to pick, and I'm going to say we should really watch... Well, we should, because he's classic, and he started it all. Dracula. It's a little slower of a movie, but it's really creepy, and it's really, eerie. It feels like you're watching a perfect Halloween movie. So, Dracula. That's going to be our fourth monster. Okay, you pick the next monster, then.
Maybe Mummy?
Okay, Mummy. The Mummy movies are really good. The first one's a little slow, but I say we maybe do Mummy's Hand, which is Mummy Part 2. That's a really fun movie.
What is it about?
Well, it involves a mummy. It involves the mummy getting loose. But in Mummy's Hand, there's an actual mummy. Whereas in the first movie, there's no mummy really. In the beginning, there's a mummy, and then he's a human. So it's not as creepy. Yes, we got Invisible Man, and we got the Phantom of the Opera. Who do you want to start with? Or not start with. Well, out of the two. All right, I guess we'll do Invisible Man. This is a really fun movie. It is really creepy. Basically, he goes crazy and becomes like a killer, kind of. Really interesting movie. Really good effects for the time. So Invisible Man will be next.
Okay.
For your journey into Universal Monsters.
I have to choose this one.
Yeah, I think Phantom is a good one for our last one because he's not as I don't know, not as interesting or memorable as the other ones. So here is our viewing order of the films we're going to be watching. I'm going to be introducing... I don't know where he disappeared. There he is. I'm going to be watching these with him, introducing him to the world of Universal Monsters. My daughter, Missy Chaos, she grew up with these. When she was little, her favorite movie was Bride of Frankenstein. I tried to do the same with him, but he just didn't have the patience to sit and watch a black and white movie. I think he got bored very easily. He's a little older now. He understands scary movies. He loves horror. So I think he's ready. Well, pal, that'll do. I hope you enjoyed this video as I introduce the Universal Monster movies to my 5-year-old here, my very hyper 5-year-old here. We have a lot of movies to watch. Are you excited? I'm very excited to introduce these films to you. If you've introduced Universal Monster movies to someone in your life, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear the story. It's always exciting for me to hear the next generation discovering black and white films, specifically, the classic monster films. It's always fun to keep that tradition alive, especially in my house. And I'd love to hear your tales of the monster watching, as it were, the Universal Monster films. For now, I'll bid you adieu, my friend. I'm going to fall out. For now, I'll bid you adieu, my friend. This has been your friendly neighborhood Master Chaos. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. If you do, you'll see me tomorrow. Maybe Little Master. We'll see. I come at you daily, so hopefully, if you enjoyed this, you'll join us again for more fun. And if you're old here, thank you so much. You're the Wolfman to my Frankenstein. Okay, pal, until we meet again, please remember that I am your friendly neighborhood Master Chaos, and this is your friendly neighborhood Little Master, and we remain to be continued.